Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Good to have your company. Good to be back. I am well holidayed, ready and raring to go. And well, you missed the show already today. I don't know if you know. We had a fantastic show a little bit earlier on. A little bit of a preview of our brand new collection, our brand new weekly wonder, which has been flying out the door. One could say it is a bit of a rootin' tootin' collection, the brand new Western collection, which has, well, been doing great things. Loads of you have jumped in, grabbed it, got it in your baskets and checked it out. It is a fantastic collection, and that is one of the things we're going to be looking at over the course of this Wake Up Call show. The official launch of that as our weekly wonder is taking place in 2 hours time. So we launch it at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've got a 2-hour extravaganza on that one where you can get in all your questions, you can get in all your comments and your requests, but we will have a bit of a preview of that in this show. Also coming up in this show, we're going to be having a look at the Craftaganza, which is still proving really, really popular. It's this month as well now, isn't it? We're well into June. I say well into June, 2 days into June. And we've got that brilliant weekend coming up on the 21st and 22nd of June. You can be there with all the goodies that you need to make a real weekend of that. And we're going to be looking at that and showing you that in a little bit more detail later on. But we are going to be, of course, concentrating on this brand new Western collection. Feel free over the course of this show to get in touch, ask those questions, get involved with us, and what we're planning to do over the course of this show and next is get your favourite tunes in, okay, of a country and Western variety, because then, backed by popular demand, the Chivmeister is going to put together another Spotify playlist of all your favourite country and Western tunes, so that when you get your Western collection home, you can not only craft with some amazing Western goodies, but then you've got the soundtrack to go with that as well. So get the songs in. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials again. She's compiling a Google Doc, I believe. So once we've got that Google Doc, Chibs is going to find the tunes, put them onto a Spotify playlist, and then we'll give you access to that a little bit later on, tell you where you can find it, and then we can just keep adding the tunes as we go through the day. So you'll have the perfect soundtrack to craft with your Western collection when you get it home. We think of everything here, you see. We think of everything. And here she is, in fact, the lady of the moment, the sheriff, one might say, of Crafters TV today. We should get you a little badge, really, shouldn't we? It is the lovely Leanne. How are you?
I would love a little sheriff badge. Yeah. Can you imagine? That would be lovely. I think I would lean into that role really well, Ben.
Yeah, I can imagine you as the sheriff, actually.
I would lean into that really well. There'd be rules everywhere, and I'd be throwing everybody in the clinker.
Yeah, I can imagine you, like sort of, you know, walking along with your sort of water pistols on your side like that.
Yeah,
and like
me
with
heat gun, me heat gun, and me glue gun.
Heat gun and glue gun, yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Quick draw, McGraw.
We should have a...
I've got them here.
I'll tell you what, later on, we should have a high noon standoff, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
See who's quickest on the draw.
Yeah, heat gun and glue gun.
Yeah, like that. What was I going to say? Yes, and I can imagine you like lassoing up all the bad guys with your twine. Rounding them up.
I'd love it. Like for crimes against craft.
Wanted. £10,000 reward. It's been a brilliant morning so far though, Leanne, hasn't it? And it's safe to say everyone has loved this collection, haven't they? I'm
thrilled with the reception, Ben, I really am, because we put a lot of time and effort into this collection. And the thing I love about it is it's succinct. It's got everything you need to make this fabulous, feel-good, fun Western collection work for you, but we haven't filled it with unnecessaries. We've just kept it very clean, very succinct and very usable, which I think then makes it very affordable actually for you to be able to put it in your collection and love it. And the 12 by 12 pad is no exception, because it isn't, this pad could have been gimmicky.
Yes, absolutely.
This pad could have been full of cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and all of the other gimmicks that you could say would go with the Western collection. And we haven't done that. We've kept it very classic and very usable. So we've got Clint Eastwood's poncho there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then obviously you've got your B-sides as well. And then we move on to a bit of Calamity Jane. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. Oh, the Deadwood. I love that movie. It's one of my feel-good movies. Like if I'm just rainy Sunday afternoon, I'm miserable and I need cheering up. Calamity Jane.
I haven't watched that in years. It's Doris Day, isn't it?
Doris Day and Howard Keel.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got a bit of gingham. You need a bit of gingham in your life in the Western collection, do you not? A nice plaid. That's a nice blanket. That's a horse blanket.
That is a horse blanket, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
We've got cowboy shirt. Cowgirl shirt there.
Yeah, definitely.
Grandma's quilt.
Yeah, on a rocking chair on the porch.
That on a rocking chair. That's a nice little lie down. That's on all of the kids' beds to keep them warm and toasty and cosy. Lovely little floral pattern from a dress there. Then another little quilt, a little patchwork piece, which is lovely. Some more plaid, which is essential. Another big, beautiful, bold pattern from cowgirl shirt. A little bit of Little House on the Prairie there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then another poncho.
Oh, yes.
It's just a beautiful pad. And so I've loved the fact that we haven't gone gimmick with that. We've just gone very classy and very usable. So your 12 by 12, and then as always, your 6 by 6 in the proportionately resized pattern shape where we haven't cropped it, we've resized them for you to use.
Nice.
And then you've got your linen cardstock in all of those beautiful colours which will match the paper pad absolutely perfectly. And we haven't left any colour out. All colours included here in this collection for you. Even the brown for the boots and the hats is just absolutely gorgeous. So you've got all of your linen cardstock there, as you would imagine. And then we get on to our design pieces. My favourite.
The saloon doors. So good.
They're so cool. There's so many different things you can do with these. They're so good. Even for masculine cards with a beer behind, or for Father's Day coming up, for example, it'd be brilliant for that. Absolutely brilliant. The saloon doors work. And then, of course, you've got the word saloon as well. And when you decorate that up and you start to put it together with other things that create a card.
Who's that in the background there? Wanted.
Who is that?
Who is that? Oh!
Wanted. She's wanted. She's wanted as well. Oh, hang on. Here she is over here. Where she is. Look.
Look at her.
I don't know when this was taken, Ben. Johnny's going, when is that taken? I think that's meant to be a smile.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so, but it doesn't look like one, does it?
It doesn't look like a smile.
It's a bit grimacy.
It's almost as if someone said, can you do a pose for a Wanted poster?
But it might actually be a picture on the Facebook page. I don't know. I'm not looking particularly happy or friendly, but never mind. And then we've got the lovely sentiments in there as well. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So that's your Create a Card Saloon. Then we've got this incredible 3D folder, which is, as you said, Ben, I like that idea. It was designed as a pattern, like a paddle up a cowgirl shirt, but actually could be the pattern from boots as well.
Could be on the boots, yeah.
So good. And then when you 3D emboss that and age it up and just use it with a couple of other things, absolutely beautiful. We've got all of the key embellishments that you would need in this collection. So you've got your boot, you've got your horseshoe, and you've got your hat there. And when you start to put them together, I mean, it's just absolutely fabulous, especially with the sentiment stamps, the foil transfers that you're going to see. So we've got there, yeehaw, cowgirl, and blaze your own trail. And then inside, using the foil transfers for the little sheriff badge and a little sentiment, never let your head hang down unless it's to admire your boots.
I love that.
So good. And then Nicole Brother Rick Rack.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Isn't that brilliant? A little bit of I just love that on the back. I think that's so genius. Then we've got all of these fabulous foil transfers. I'm going to show you how to do these during this show because I think you'll really love them. Can I just say, we've done these in these colours, but actually these colours are not predefined for you.
No.
So you've got the clear, sticky, and then you choose the colour of foil you would like for the design that you're using it on. We've done this so you can see them.
And you get two within this kit, don't you? Two colours of foil.
You do, yes, you do.
But you can use whatever you want if you've got more foil at home, of course.
Yeah, of course. Use any foil you like. We've got the pink and we've got the kind of rose goldy bronze in there, which looks great. So you can see dirt is cowgirl glitter. I love that. And then we've got bride for bride tribe. We've got a disco ball. You know, if you're doing it, I'll show you the card in a second. It looks absolutely great. If it's like for a hen do or something like that, which is brilliant. Last rodeo. Then you can see here we've got them in this kind of bronzy colour, which looks absolutely great. Welcome to the Wild West. All of this different iconography you've got in here, absolutely incredible. It's gorgeous, and just you can use them on their own as toppers, or you can decorate them on paper. I love that cow print background. It's just so special. It really is. I should have found the photograph. Peter won a fancy dress costume when he was, I think he was about 5. And it was hot at the stables where we used to ride. They had a fancy dress costume. You had to go fancy dressed and ride in the fancy dress costume. And I sewed Peter 4 leather chaps with fringing,
Yeah.
and then he had his 2 little silver, he had his holster on, and then I did him out of fur, cow print fur, a gilet, and then stamped a shirt with a fancy stamp, did the little silver drawstring thing, had his hat on, he won. I was very proud.
Surprised.
I spent a long time doing that for him.
Yeah.
It was so, I'll have to find the picture. And then you've got all of these fabulous sentiments in here, which I love. Put on your cowboy hat and celebrate.
Yeehaw.
Boots, class and sass. That's like boots, class, sass. It's so good, isn't it? I love it. Howdy partner, blaze your own trail, country roads take me home, raised on country music. That was me. I was raised on country music.
What does it say at the bottom? Forget the glass.
Forget the glass slipper, this princess wears cowboy boots.
I love that one. That is...
It's a good one, isn't it? It's just so many great things in here. Just a girl who loves horses. It's appropriate for little people through to, older people, masculine, feminine. There's something in this collection for everybody. They're your sentiments. And that keeps it nice and succinct and accessible for everybody. Everything you need. All thriller, no filler.
I will, I'll say a few of those just because I'll forget otherwise if I don't ask it now. You know the wanted card?
Wanted card.
Jane says I would love to know the measurements for that wanted card, if possible.
Okay, we'll do that for you.
Okay.
No problem. We'll do that for you, Jim. We'll put that on the Facebook page. No problem.
Few of those. Rachel's with us, Radical Rachel, of course. Conrad Cutter says hi, everyone. Trudy Bickham says good morning, everyone. Here from Central Florida. Hello to Laurie, who's in Gilbert, Arizona. Conrad says welcome back, then. Thank you very much. I've been blazing some trails on my horse. Is that what they say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Hi to Kathy Green, says welcome back, Ben, and good morning to you both. That is Kathy Green in Mechanicsburg. Whoop whoop. Hello to Karen Bernhardt, who says what a great collection. Carolyn Wilson says hi, Ben, nice to see you. Nice to see you guys. Good to be back. 21st of June is my birthday, says Conrad. Are you Craftaganza-ing it on your birthday, Conrad? Let us know. We'll be looking at it again later on for you. Paul Prince says, good morning from South Carolina. My favourite, grits we're talking about, by the way, grits as well. She says, my favourite grits are my brother-in-law's shrimp and grits with South Carolina wild caught shrimp.
Oh, see, I like the shrimp. I want to know what you put in the grits. How do you flavour it? I really need to know this, because the ones I had at Wendy's had no flavour. It was just salty, gloopy. So what do you put in them?
Grit recipes, please.
Yeah.
Awesome with the Spotify playlist, says Trudy. We've got some more songs to add in. Kathy Green says The Bar Song by Shabuzi. That's a new one.
Oh, that is a new one, but I do like that one.
It's a good song, that, isn't it?
That is a good one, actually.
Karen says, can you put Scootin' Boogie in, please?
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like my kind of song.
Isn't that, oh no. What's that song by Steps? My boots scooting baby is driving me crazy.
Oh,
my
is it that
obsession
one?
from a western. My dance floor days. My rodeo, Romeo. Cowboy girl from head to toe. Gonna make you mine with a step in line. 5, 6, 7.
Are you embarrassed that you know all of that?
A bit. It's one of the party dances back in the day. That's why I know it.
That's really good. Do you know, can you remember our John?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, obsessed with steps.
What?
Arlo.
John Arlo?
John Arlo loves steps. Yes. I once bought him as a present a Steps printed DVD framed underneath to John. It's on his wall. He loves steps. I think Claire was his favourite. Loves steps.
I could have probably, because I've got a few sort of like loose sort of celebrity contacts through the, I could probably have got him like a little voice message from H.
Oh, could you?
Because obviously I was a Redcoat at Butlins, and the second year I was there, they did this Redcoat Academy where you basically had to learn all the skills and stuff. And I graduated from the Redcoat Academy, and the year that we did it, H from Steps was the guy who sort of shook your hand and gave you a little
said, well
scroll and
done,
stuff.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, John loves steps. Well, every concert he's there. Playlists.
Are you joking?
No, true story. True as I'm standing here. Johnny will tell you.
I can't, but he's the least likely person I would know that would like Steps. Oh dear. Tragedy. I can imagine doing all that.
Tragedy loves
it. Tragedy. My son has come home from university for the summer, says Janice Watson, with 7 loads of washing. I'm watching CTV to save my sanity. And Trudy says, very apropos, your blouse, Leanne.
Thank you. I did it on... I nearly fell off the step. Look, my thing's gone. I went backwards. Oh, I nearly fell off my half a platform again.
Well, don't do that.
Thank you. I did that on purpose for you this morning. And I've also got my jeans with holes in.
Ah. I have nothing cowboy on, really. I mean, I've got my boots. But they're not.
Your leg goes up easier than mine, but you are higher up than me.
I am higher up than you,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, quite a bit. Very nice kit, says Diane, and I'm a Texas lady. Fabulous collection, says Cindy. Pat says, I'm so excited about this collection. Ordered it already and I can sit back and enjoy the show. It's perfect for a collection for my family. Perfect, you say. Just to say, the details on your screen here for the Showstopper, everything Leanne has just shown you, all of the new goodies. But what we've done, again, is we've built in goodies in this for you to bring you, A, the best value for money, but also to allow this to be tariff-free. And that is the thing to chat about. We are over 20% of the stock gone now. You buy the Showstopper, which is everything you've got in the collection. We then give you also your fresh white Centura Pearl, 40 sheets of that, 10 sheets of your A4 Hint of Gold, and you get Sarah's book, her Year of Craft, the Crafting Bible, and you'll also get the brand new apron as well. That's all included within the bundle for $84.38 or $109.58 and tariff-free as well. Obviously, if you do want to add other things into your basket, if you want to add more paper pads, I'm sure a lot of people will, you can. But just to say, if you're in the US, if you do add in more paper pads, those obviously you will pay a tariff on. This bundle is tariff free, so it's a really good opportunity to jump in and grab it. A few quick comments and we'll get into having a good look at this. Grits are best with butter and cheddar cheese, says Sandy. I'm still not 100% sure what grits are, to be honest with you, but
it's like a corn-based meal. It's like a porridge made of corn.
That doesn't sound very appetising, I've got to say. But if it's got cheddar cheese in it, it might be all right. Cindy says, no, Ben, that is not Boot Scootin' Boogie. Sandra says, loving the paper pads. And Altia says, Gale songs, don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Yes.
That's Crystal
make
Gale.
My brown eyes, yeah. I love that one.
Make my brown eyes
blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
Keep this coming in. Rachel says she's drowning in songs now for the playlist. But that's good.
That is good.
Plenty of songs.
It might take me 4 weeks to upload the full Spotify list. No, it won't. I will make great effort into getting that done by the end of today or the end of tomorrow.
Okay. Do you not just like create the playlist and then just drag the songs in?
You've got to search the song.
Ah.
And then add it to the playlist.
Well, I can do that if you want. If you give me...
So if I give you access...
Access, I'll do it.
We'll do it together.
I'm a bit of a wizard with stuff like that.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll get it on today. We'll do it. Shall we have a look at this collection?
Yes.
Have a play?
Let's do it. Let's have a play. We're going to go with Country Roads Take Me Home. And we're going to use the cowboy hat. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do it, because you can use the die and cut it out and colour it in if you want to, or we could use the foil transfers. And I thought it might be nice to see how the foil transfers work as well. So to start, I've just done myself a little square half-fold card, and this is just your half-fold A4 or US letter size, cut to 5.5 inches square. And then I've used my linen card in that lovely green, which I really like. So that's now at 5.25 inches square. So I've got my little matting layer. Bit of the best glue in the world for your matting and layering.
Absolutely.
Pop that down. I think I need my glasses. Get to the point where I need my glasses to eat. Right. Honestly.
What, to see your food on the plate?
Yes, to be able to see my food on the plate.
Oh, no.
Yes, I had yesterday. I was having a nice meal out with my friend Paella in the Cadiz, the restaurant in Edinburgh. Beautiful. If you've never been, please go. It's delicious. And I couldn't see my king prawns. I couldn't get them out. So I had to put my glasses on.
Oh, never.
Yeah, it was very sad.
Sad
Times.
Yeah.
And then I've got a couple of these beautiful papers. And so if that was 5.25 square for the first matting layer, this is now 5 inches square.
Yeah.
There we go.
Louise, I will show you that book if you want, but there's a spire book to your left, Ben. Can you show us? I will have a quick flick through that if you want. It's in the Showstopper. Sarah's little Craft Your Year.
Yeah,
it's quite a fun book, that, actually, because there's lots of craft in there that you wouldn't necessarily see on Crafters TV.
I particularly enjoyed the macrame feather. Yes, I thought that was absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
But the skincare routines and stuff in there as well, isn't
there,
from
the
memory?
scrub and stuff. It's brilliant, yeah. Then I've cut a little bit of the patchwork quilt out and mat and laid that. So this one is now 4.75 inches square, if you'd like the measurements. That's on there. And then I've got the white. I've used one of our circle nesting dies, stitched edge, and just cut myself a nice little circle out there to frame the hat. So I'm going to use a bit of 3D glue gel, or as Debbie calls it, chunky glue.
Chunky glue, yeah.
And that's going to go up here. And then we can do a couple of little decorations down here. You'll see from this one in a second. You can cut a little couple of bits. But now we're going to look at the hat. Right, so first things with the hat, you can colour it in if you want to. And I've got my tri-blend down here. And I'm just going to use, you can use your orange or your brown. Let's see if I can find the blend I want in here. Come to me. Here it is. EB 1, 2 and 3. Perfect. A bit of dark tan as well, why not? So with your tri-blend, you're just going to start with your lightest through to your darkest colour and just follow the guides, and preserve a highlight. So you're going to get some colour down, and I'm just going to do this pretty quickly.
What do they call the hats the cowboy wears?
Stetson.
Stetson, that was it. Stetson and your spurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Elaine Cirillo, hello Elaine, says it doesn't sound good, but I work in a cafe and I make it for our customers. Looks too gritty for me. Grits, says Elaine.
Well, you would hope if you're making grits they looked gritty.
I suppose. But she says it looks too gritty.
Too gritty. What, like textured? Like crunchy?
Can you buy it here in the supermarkets? Like, can you buy like powdered grit?
I don't know.
I might have to look up a recipe later on. Make some grits. And hi everyone, says Alex. When I was small, every year I used to get a cowgirl outfit. I had to have one every year because I wore each one constantly and then they would fall apart.
Oh, this collection's for you.
Absolutely it is. And I want to say thank you, says Cindy, to Crafter's Companion for offering a Showstopper with no tariff. That is a bonus.
It surely is.
Lots of love for the patchwork coming through as well, Leanne. A lot of people appreciating the fact that, you touched on this earlier, it's not a, it's a paper pad you can use outside of this collection, but it's not, what was the word you
Gimmick.
used? Gimmicky.
It's not gimmicky at all. It's very authentic.
Yeah.
It's very usable and true. It's, you know, I love that. Right, so I've got my base colour down for my tan hat there, and then I'm going to go now with my darkest colour and put in where it would be darker. So it will be darker in the dip. Here. The tip of the hat, and the embossed shows you where to put that, and then there'll be darker around where the rim is here, so where like the cap, the skull bit is around the rim, so you can get some more shade in. And it doesn't have to be perfect straight away. I always talk to you about this with alcohol colour. Never think that this needs to look perfect right out of the gate, because what you're doing is you're just getting a map down of your thoughts and ideas. I'm going to have a bit of a shadow down this side. And so you can be pretty rough with it. A bit darker up here, down here.
You a big fan of all the Western movies as well then?
Oh, 100%. Like I said, I was raised on country. So my mum, we talked about this in the previous show if you didn't join us, my brother, Ryan John, he's called, after John Wayne. The John is after John Wayne. Mum loved John Wayne. We watched all the movies. That was what we would do together on a Sunday afternoon, sit and watch a John Wayne country and western. She absolutely loved it. And my dad, he was a big fan of all of the Clint Eastwood, like Magnificent Seven, and the other one, which I can't remember the name of.
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars, that's it. Loved them. The Magnificent Seven, whatever that was it Magnificent Seven?
Yeah.
With Yul Brynner and...
Bronson, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a few good ones in there.
Wasn't Steve McQueen in that?
Steve McQueen, I think, was in there, yeah.
I tell you what, and as much as I don't normally like remakes, they did a remake of that a few years ago with Denzel Washington.
Yes, brilliant.
So good.
So good.
Chris Pratt was in it as well.
Yeah.
I always liked.
It's good. Well, they did a remake of True Grit as well with...
Did they?
Yes, with Jeff Bridges in. So good. So good. Have you not watched it?
No, I haven't.
Really good.
I'll have to go back and watch a few
You
of
need to
these.
watch that. Yeah, really good. I tell you what, I've just finished watching. It had Kevin Costner in again. Was it American Primeval?
Oh, I don't know.
It's on like the Amazons or something like that, the Netflixes. Oh, that was so good. Well, of course, I loved all of the Yellowstone, 1923, 1876.
I need to get onto that because it's got Harrison Ford in it, hasn't it?
Yes. Well, it's got Helen Mirren, Harrison Ford, Kevin Costner.
Well, all in the same series?
Yeah, so good.
Which one do you watch first?
So you can watch them in any order, but Yellowstone came out before the other two. However, I watched them in the order. I watched them 1876, 1923, Yellowstone.
Right.
And that starts from the beginning of the story and takes you through to the end. And
what is it about? Just following like a cowboy
It's about
family?
not prospectors. When they claim the land.
Oh,
It's not a prospector because that's gold hunting. It's settlers. When they go and settle, what's the name?
That was not the word I was thinking of. Settlers.
But there's another name for it. Tell us in the comments what it is, please, because I can't remember the proper name.
And Harrison Ford's in, was it?
Homesteaders.
Homesteaders. Claimants.
Something like that. It's got a name.
Is Harrison Ford in all of them?
No, he's not in Yellowstone. He's in
the other two.
He's in 1923.
I love Harrison Ford.
So he's in the middle one. So you need to watch 1876, and then he's in that next one, 1923, with Helen Mirren. Right, so you see there, I've finished colouring the hat. And then just to give it a finer little bit of depth, if you want to, that's with the alcohol marker. You see how we've got all the depth and dimension on there? Starting off as a flat bit of white with one marker, one tri-blend marker. We've got something that looks like a really cool hat. That's done in the tan blend. My hat here was done in the earth brown blend, but in exactly the same way. So you just choose, have it pink, make it red, make it green. Make it whatever, make it rainbow, doesn't matter, it's your hat. And then to pick these little buttons out on the side, I'd use my white paint marker, but I can't find it, so we're going to use silver gilding wax instead. So I'm just going to get a tiny bit of silver gilding wax, and then that's just going to go over the little buttons there. Okay, so you'll do that, and you've got that hat to mount up on your card when you're making your finished card if you want to. Or you could use, if you didn't want to colour it in, if you were short of time, you wanted to do something a little bit quicker, or you just want a bit of bling on there, then you could use your foil transfers. And I thought you might like to see how to do that. Yes. So you can do it in a couple of ways. If you're doing a big amount of foil transfer and like the full cow background for a full, like we did on that card, if you want to do all of that, then I would run that through my Gemini machine.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it just, all the pressure gets all the sticky, and then you put your foil on. But if you're just doing one little embellishment at a time, I thought I'd show you how. So here's the sticky sheets, and we're going to use this hat. So we'll have that one. And then what I'll do, before I peel off any background, is just take my scissors and cut out the entire topper that I want to use before I release the sticky bit.
You get a lot of different designs here, don't you?
A lot. And you get 2 sheets of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's nice is that I guess you can create a whole card if you want to make it very blingy, but like we've seen, you can just add little bits and pieces as accents as well.
Just add little bits if you want to.
Yeah.
So once you've done that, get your foil colour, and we've got 2 colours of foil in here. You've got the bronzy colour and a pink colour.
I like that.
So, we've got the all boys and girls covered.
Cowboys, cowgirls.
Whatever you want, whatever it's your... But if you've got some of your, your foil press foils lying around at home, or other foils that we've done in other collections, and you want a bright green hat, just use those foils. Yeah. It's entirely up to you. Right, let's get a foil sheet out. We're going to go bronze. There we go. That's out. So that's ready to go. And you need a decent
burnishing
application tool. Yeah. I like to use my bone folder for this. But you can use like the side of a butter knife. You could use, I've used a wooden spoon at home when I've literally had a wooden spoon.
What were you doing?
on the foil transfer. All the sound effects. So you just need something that's really going to, get it to stick. So once you put it down like that, notice what I've done is leave a little piece here where I can hold it, and that's going to allow me to peek and make sure I've got the whole thing. So now you're just going to take the side of your, whatever you've chosen, your burnishing tool of choice.
Will this stick to most materials as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can put it on a notebook. You can put it onto a coaster.
So MDF and stuff
Yeah,
like that? You can go and do?
serviettes on your serviettes if
Yeah.
you want to.
Oh,
Even
nice.
if it's decoration for one-time decorative use only clothing, you could do that.
Yes.
Yes, it will not withstand going in the washing machine.
Right, but if you were
or-
doing like you said earlier on, like a hen do or something
yeah,
like that.
and you wanted to do some like little bits of banners, some
Yeah.
bunting, or onto little gift bags,
Yeah.
little canvas gift bags to give to people, then yes, cotton gift bags, you can do that. Try to do it with something that's a smooth texture rather than a very rough texture, but yes, absolutely you can. So once you've burnished all of that, what I'm going to do is just peek. So that's when I keep my finger there so the whole thing doesn't move away. Push it up so I can see underneath. I could do with tweezers, but I haven't got them. There we are. Come to me. There we are. And now peeking is this. Have I released the whole design? If I hadn't, I could put that back down.
Yeah.
But because I can see I have, I can peel it away. So that's the sticky that's left behind. Now we just put our foil on. And I'm frugal with the foil. So I line it up to exactly where it is rather than the corner of the paper. And then again, with your burnishing tool, go and rub that on. Okay, now you can keep checking. You see, there's bits, I can see there's bits
yeah,
missing
the
there.
front, yeah.
So I just go back in, go over the top of there, little reveal again, bit more. You can even use your finger, you know, Ben.
Did you say at this point you could also run this through your machine as well or not?
Oh, look, I've got 3 sheets there.
Oh.
Yes, you could. If you keep checking, they were all stuck together. They can go back over there. If you keep checking and you're not quite getting it where you want it, just pop it through your machine, and the pressure in the machine
Yeah.
will absolutely... Oh, dear me.
Oh, they're all on there.
They're all on there. Here we are. Now I can see where I'm at. Give it a little rub. There we go. And you know, the key to this is not rushing it and
Yeah.
not getting too frustrated with it. Just keep going until you can see.
Ah, yes.
There we go. And then you can give it a little polish and a burnish if you want to. And you've got that beautiful, beautiful foiled embellishment.
That's incredible.
And then we're going to fussy cut that out. So to fussy cut, remember, big scissors in the jaw of the scissor. So we're going down towards it and then remove the piece of card, not the scissors. And with all of the shapes in these foils, Ben, what we've done is make sure that there aren't really any complex shapes to fussy cut out.
Right.
It's easier with a small piece of card. There we go. And then in the jaw of the scissor, move your card. Don't move your scissors.
Loads of people ordered. I've just ordered this, says Jane. Yeehaw. Yeehaw! Give me a big yeehaw if you've ordered. Jane says,
Yeehaw!
that's it. I'm going shopping. I need this collection. Yeehaw! And M says, good morning from California. I've got the Showstopper. Yeehaw! I was at the football yesterday, so my voice is a bit croaky. Thanks for working the shipping magic. Since this will be my 3rd apron, I have one to give, one to keep, and one to colour on.
Oh, have we got an apron in that bundle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that earlier.
That's why I was wearing it in the last show.
Right, I see.
I wasn't wearing it for just fancy dress.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
do you-
really good, isn't it?
Do you know what you could do if you're not going to put that in the washing machine? Get yourself a little foil transfer beside the crown, little cowboy hat on top of the.
Ah, yes.
Wouldn't that be good?
Can you also, if you have already got an apron, send in some apron telfies as well,
Yes,
please? That would be
please.
marvellous. At some point, maybe, I don't know if you have time in this show now, but Pat is just asking whether or not you could show her how to run the rub-ons through the Gemini machine.
I'll do it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it
Yeah,
now.
we'll do it now, Pat. We'll do
Yeah.
it now.
Let's do it now. Right, so look, there's the foil hat. This is all about you. So there's the foil hat. You would add on your little accents and your sentiment, and you would just have a foil hat there instead, right? So we can imagine that. Or I've coloured the hat. So it's your choice, whichever hat you would prefer, that would be your finished card.
Yeah.
But you know what, let's just do the foil. Let's just have a look at it. Why not, Ben? Okay, so I've got my full complement of plates here, everything. Everything's going in, the lot, the shebang. Right, I've got my rubber. Johnny's like, everything's going in, Leanne.
Oh yeah, that was a few weeks back when Keith had a go at using the machine and put everything in it.
But I bet he had a dye in it, did he?
Eh?
He had a dye in it.
Well, whatever he did, he broke the machine.
Did he? Oh. Okay. Well, Keith's not allowed on the Gemini anymore.
He's had
I tell
training.
you where Keith's going.
Yeah.
Keith's going to Crafty Jail.
Yes.
The sheriff is going to throw him in and throw away the key.
Yeah.
Because he didn't use it according to the manual then, did he?
No, he did not. We've trained him up since.
Thank goodness for that. Right. Now, would we like to do one little embellishment or would we like to do a full background?
Well, you do whatever you like.
Should we do the background?
Do a background, maybe.
Should we do the big cow print? Why not? Let's do that. So I've got my piece of white cardstock that you can see there. I've got a skirt cow print. You know, I should have had that on today.
You got a skirt?
A skirt, cow print skirt.
Oh, you should have
It's a
put
satin
that.
skirt, cream with brown cow print on. I really quite like it. Right, I've got a nice piece of clean white card here. So we're going to put this on.
Yeah.
Let's just put it in the middle. And then I've got my card facing into my rubber mat. I've got my magnetic in there, my metal in there, my white plate and my shim. So when I say everything, I've got everything in there. Now, you might need to also put a card shim in, but we'll check it and see where we are. Have I got my frosted shim in? Because there's the frosted shim. Have I got a frosted shim? Card, metal, thingy. No, there it is there. You can go in too.
So the whole shebang.
And the reason for that is, and it might be that the machine says stop. The reason I'm going to try it with everything in is, remember, you've got one little thin sheet of sticky and one sheet of card. You haven't got your metal die, your card, your embossing folder, anything in there. So you use your maximum platage. I'm actually going to take the metal out and then I'll put that in later if I need it. Okay. So everything other than the metal. And then run it through your Gemini. Could be through the Junior. Could be through... Doesn't like it.
Oh. So what do we do in that instance now then?
So now what I'll do is take out the magnetic.
Oh, the magnetic.
Because I like to leave the rubber in. And I like to leave the rubber in because that's something soft to push into the transfer. So that's a little bit like rubbing your burnishing tool over it, if that makes sense. So what we've got in here is everything but... Why can't I do that?
Hey, it's a good question, Pat, this, by the way. We're glad you asked it now.
Yeah, it's good to do, so you can see. Right, let's do it this way. So we've got in here white cutting plate, magnetic shim. No, not the magnetic shim, I took that out. White cutting plate, thin metal die plate,
Frosted.
rubber embossing mat, transfer, and cardstock.
Ah.
So the things that are not in there, not in the magnetic, not in the metal, everything else.
Everything else.
Okay? And then if we open this up, the pressure will have been thus, that the transfer will have gone onto the cardstock seamlessly. Look, nothing left behind. Peel that away.
That.
And there's not one bit of sticky
Boom.
left on the plastic transfer sheet. That's a full, beautiful cow background. So then I'm going to, should we do it brown or pink?
Pink.
Pink.
And so this will similarly be the same plate combo again?
Exactly the same plate combination again. So then you put your foil on this time. There we go. Foil's on, and then it goes back in. So your cardstock goes against the rubber mat, and then the other plates can go whatever order. It's because it's got something soft to push into. It's a little bit static, so just wiggle it till it gets in the place. There we go. And then we've got one white cutting plate underneath, one white cutting plate on the top. Not the metal, not the magnetic.
This might be the easiest way to do it then, I think, mightn't it?
Oh, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, you can do it on your Junior plates. You don't have to do it, I'm just doing it on the Gemini because I've got the Gemini there. But yeah, you can do it your Junior plates through the Gemini or your Junior plates through the Junior. Look at these. You make sure you get only one sheet of
Separate
foil.
yours, yeah.
So I'm just checking there and I can see that it looks like that is fully applied everywhere.
I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for this,
Come
actually.
on.
So let's do that. Pull that there. Put that there. You ready? You ready?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes, Leanne.
How
Yes.
fabulous is that? And it's clean, it's crisp, it's precise. There are no little holes, no creases. It's just absolutely glorious. So if you've struggled in the past, then I would say use your machine, because it really, really does help get it down precisely. Or if you just can't be bothered to stand there going, just pop it through your machine.
This collection, so cute, says Colin. I love this. Thank you, Pat, for your question as well. It's good, isn't it, to be able to have kind of shown that, because I'm sure if you were thinking it, everybody else was thinking it as well. Wanda says, the local rodeo grounds are just down the road. We have a 5-day rodeo celebration here. Championship bull riding, calf roping, mutton busting, etc. Something for everyone. I actually won a rodeo competition once, and this isn't a joke. I won a rodeo competition at Daisy and George's primary school back in Buckinghamshire. They had one of those mechanical, I managed to stay on the longest and won an 8-pack of beer. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah. Do anything for beer, me. Hold on! The guy
Hold
there
on
was,
tight.
Yeah.
Do you know, I would love, on my bucket list, attending an actual real Deep South rodeo, music playing,
Yeah.
bull riding,
Yeah.
line dancing, beer drinking event. I want to go and be immersed in that culture.
I must say, there aren't many of those here in the northeast today, to be fair, rodeos. Boy, says Kathy, I think I need this one. You absolutely do. And Sue's just asked a couple of questions from Sue. Ben, are we going to meet you at the pop-up shop on Saturday? You are. I'll be there from, I reckon, I'm not going to be there all day, but probably from about, I reckon, 10:15 till 12:30, 1, which is pretty much whole day, isn't it? Is it 9 till 2 today? It is, isn't it? 9 till 2.
Yeah.
Pop-up shop. Yeah. About 10:15 till, 1:45-ish, that sort of time. So I'll be there for a good chunk of the day. Are you coming down, Sue? You also mentioned, Ben, do you remember Dave Sheriff's song for line dancing? Heard it a lot at Minehead Butlins, 1990 to 2001, when our Chris worked there. If you remind me what it was, I probably did line dance to it, because those were the years I was there. Well, 1998 to 2000, 1998 to 2001. And I've saved the show for future reference, says Trudy. I'll ask you this question. Actually, what are we coming back to?
Well, can I show you this before we go?
Can I just ask you one question as well, very quickly, which
Yeah.
you might be able to describe rather than show? Rebecca says, how would you use the waste foil?
I'm just about to do it.
Great minds. Rebecca?
Rebecca, me and you.
Yeah, like
Kindred.
one mind.
Absolutely we are. So we've got this piece left, you can see here, and I've purposefully left it nice and flat and pristine, because now we're going to place that onto a piece of white card very carefully, voila. And then we're going to do exactly the same again, but just with the foil only. So we're going to pop that in there. It's a little bit static, so just wiggle it. Get it in the right place. There we are. There's you. It's on a white cutting plate.
Yeah.
White cutting plate goes on top. The crucial thing here is it faces, your cardstock is on top of your rubber embossing mat.
Right.
That's the crucial thing, because then the pressure pushes it in, the embossing mat does its thing, and then gets all of the foil. Okay, let's pop that through.
I'm so glad we've shown this, and I think certainly for a lot of people, this is going to be the easiest way to do it, isn't it? The easiest way. Rather than getting your bone folder out or your burnishing tool. Quick and easy.
Absolutely. Here's the cardstock. Now then, why is that not stuck? Look at that, it didn't stick. Oh, do you know why?
You put it the wrong way around?
No, because I haven't got anything to stick it onto.
Ah!
It needs a sticky sticker.
Ah, yes.
I am going to work that out for you.
Yes.
In this break, and we're going to come back and look at how to use it.
Yeah. We'll have a think about that. We'll have a short break. When we come back, we'll answer that question, and we'll also have a really quick look at the Craftaganza box. We've only got 10 minutes left when we come back, so we'll see you in about 4.
Hi Crafty Peeps, Victoria here. I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash. It also connects you with people from all over the world, and nowhere else on Shopping TV you have the opportunity to live chat with other people from the other side of the world, for example, and laugh with them and be there for them when they're having a tough time. But also know that when you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well. And when you're having a bad time and not feeling well, when you're a bit down in the dumpster and you know Crafters TV is going to be on, there's going to be some laughters and there's going to be some fun. And the banter going on between the demonstrators and the demonstrators is just really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well. So that's personally why I love Crafters TV the most. It's the connection, the personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV and all the other crafters out there. So thank you, Sarah, from the bottom of my heart for coming up with Crafters TV and for bringing all the good fun and all the crafty tips to us. Yes, thank you. Keep up the good work, and I love you. Bye.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Why do I love Crafters Companion? Well, we got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant when they do their shows. They're so comical when it comes down to wrestling. I know I took the mick out of Craig with his watch. Said it must have come from a Christmas cracker, but I like his watch. I think it's brilliant. Anyway, I've had to get myself off the floor. I had to use my Burnham Hoover to suck me up off the floor, and I had to use my foam on a roll to keep me secured up so I don't fall over again, because I'm still in shock, because we know Platinum Plus for life, so I'm Plat Plus. Speak soon.
Welcome back, everybody. We have got just about 9 minutes left on the show. Before we went to that break, there was, by the way, 30% of the Weekly Wonder has already gone. 30% of the Weekly Wonder. It's supposed to last a week. We don't even launch it officially for another hour, so that should, you know, basically give you some warning shots there. Before the break, Rebecca was asking, how can we use the waste foil? And we ran into a bit of a stumbling block, Leanne, but we think we've solved it.
I'm hoping so, but look, this is live experimentation. So if this doesn't work, Rebecca, we'll think of something else. But what I've done is I've got a piece of white cardstock and I've taken my stick away. You could use any temporary mount adhesive. Not stick away. Not stick away. I haven't used stick away. I've used stick and spray.
Stick and spray, yeah.
Dear me. Here it is.
Stick away.
Stick and spray.
Yeah.
Any mount adhesive, temporary mount adhesive would do for you. And I've done a light spray over where I need it to be. The reason I'm not doing it now, I've done it under the break, is I wanted to leave it for a good 30 seconds or more for the propellant to evaporate, so we're only left with the tacky and it's not too sticky. All right, so now I'm going to put my foil down on there, my waste that we had before. Try and put it down without any creases.
And bubbles.
And bubbles. I need my glasses. There's a little one there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a little one in there. We'll see. We'll see. The rest is
You'll
pretty
have more
flat.
time when you do it at home, won't you?
Sorry?
So, I was saying you'll have more time when you do it at home. So
You will, absolutely. Now,
take
I'm
your
not
time.
needing my machine for this
No.
because I don't want it to be too sticky. So now I'm just rubbing this down with my hands, and you will have more time. And you can use your bone folder. Because I've used that temporary spray adhesive, I don't want to put it through the machine because it will just, the pressure will just sandwich it all, everything will stick to each other too much. So now you can see I'm just using like the bone folder and giving that a good burnish, and actually more using my hand. Okay, then what we're going to do is find the release, which is here. Okay, so I can see there's
here we
bits of
go.
foil left there.
Uh-huh.
So it might need another rub. I might need to go through the machine. Let's put it through. Do you know what, Ben? I'm throwing
Well,
caution.
whilst we're experimenting,
I'm
we
throwing
may as
caution
well.
to the wind today. Is this boring or is this good experiment? Let
Hey,
me know.
If we're learning, it's always good, isn't it? Alcha says, could you use a brayer for it?
Brayer. Hey, that's a good
I don't think
idea.
there's one in the studio, though, is there? Unless someone's put one
That's
in
a brayer is an excellent idea actually, because you get an even pressure. That would be good. I've just thrown caution to the wind and I've stuck it through the machine.
Lynn's asking, like, adhesive-wise, could you use the Gilding Flakes glue or gem glue? Would that work? You'd need a lot of it, wouldn't you?
Too wet.
Yeah.
Too wet. So the reason I've used the spray adhesive is because it's tacky, not wet.
Okay.
And then we're going to need to get the tape. I think this will probably not do fully, but it'll give us a bit of an effect and we can decide if we like it. A bit of a distressed effect. Because what's happening here is it's sticking where the spray glue went.
Yeah.
I don't mind this, you know.
I think it looks quite cool.
I actually don't mind that at all.
No.
And so I'm going to trim that down. Is it still tacky in there? No, it's not tacky in there. That's took all of the glue off. So the plastic that I've just peeled off has took the residue of the sticky glue away, so that doesn't exist there anymore.
Oh, so it's not even in the gaps?
It's not in the gaps, no.
that's
So we're
good.
just going to trim this down to a usable size, and then we'll decide if we like the look of it or not. But it means you're not wasting it, doesn't it?
Thank you, Charlotte, by the way. She says, I've just got the Showstopper. Yeehaw. It reminds me so much of those gone by days of our square dance group. Those were some fun times. Is square dance like line dance? I guess it is. I'm kind of thinking it must be. Barn dancing and all that. I used to love barn dances. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it is a difference, but I actually quite like it.
Do you know what? I don't mind that
a bit
at
more-
all. I do still think that actually might feel a little bit more like cowhide.
That's what I was going to say,
A little
yeah.
bit more textured.
Yeah.
And you would definitely be able to use that. And I think I'll be doing some inking. I might be sticking a little bit of glitter on there. Yeah, I think so. So there you go. You've got your full piece and you've got your waste. So use your stick and spray. And if you don't have this at home and you've got like a temporary mount adhesive, use that.
Love the experiment, says Trudy. And Donna just says, what about a double-sided adhesive sheet? Then after
Well, it would stay sticky in the white bits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Because
the
that would,
problem.
and when you peel it away, it's all going to stick to each other. That's why the spray mount, because what's happened is the spray mount stuck to and I've peeled it away in the gaps, so that is now, I mean, I'll bring it over, Ben, and you can feel, and I'm off my way to Ben.
Oh, so just to say, so double-sided adhesive sheet, and then after you press, add glitter to the rest. I mean, you could do
You
that, I
could,
suppose.
absolutely. See,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
it just feels like a piece of card,
Yeah, it
doesn't
does. There's no residue there at all.
No,
That is a really cool effect,
it looks
actually.
nice, doesn't it, when you see it up close?
Yeah. I love that, Leanne, says Jane. That looks amazing. And it looks Western weathered, says Trudy Bickham. Yes, it absolutely does. So, yes, experimented. You can now see what you're going to be able to do with the waste from your foil. Everything that you've seen Leanne crafting with is within this Showstopper. Where did you say we are, Johnny? I can't remember what the last update was. We're over 30% of the Showstopper stock gone. It is our weekly wonder. We don't officially launch it for another hour. That's how crazy busy it has been for this set. And remember, just to reiterate, it is tariff-free. Once again, once you buy this bundle, you get all of the added extras, all the goodies. Louise, I apologise. I'm not going to get time to show you, but if you remind me in the next show, I'll give you a little bit of a flick through that book because you were asking about that. That is included. All the extra goodies you get for half price. and it is tariff-free within that bundle. Just to reiterate, for those of you who do live in the US and you want extra pads, those aren't tariff-free, but within this bundle, they are. We'll reiterate more on that for you as well a little bit later on. Got the official launch of that, and of course something else which is tariff-free, your Craftaganza at home box. We will see this in Monday Makers for you later on this evening. And honestly, this has been the talk of the town for the last couple of weeks or so. There is still opportunity for you to be able to get yours. Details on the screen here. So $135.99, $159.99 is your US price on this. And once again, tariff-free. The weekend for this, I think a lot of you guys know, is the 21st and 22nd of June. You have got Leanne, you have got Sarah. For Leanne, what I believe is going to be an unbelievably interactive, fun crafting weekend with you and Sarah.
I really cannot wait for it, I have to say, Ben. We have got all of the classes. I'm going to be teaching Sarah some new stuff. She's going to be teaching me. You're going to be joining in. And we're going to have a few surprises as well. There's going to be a few little, maybe cameo appearances and some fun things. And I've heard tell that there's going to be pyjamas as well.
Yes.
Who knows what could happen? I think having this collection, can I just say, if you got and loved Academy of Colour and that experience, this is going to rival that experience of Academy of Colour, I have to say, because it's all going to be live and you've got 10 incredible projects in here where you'll be learning new techniques. And what we've included in the kit for you in terms of every single thing you need. So when you're crafting along with us at home, you're using the exact things that we're using in the studio in that lesson. It's just incredible. It's all about taking your hand, taking you on a journey of discovery, trying some new things that you might have found intimidating before, doing it with us and doing it with your friends and everybody else who got Craftaganza. It's going to be an exceptional experience.
Yeah, it's going to be such a brilliant event. Get yours and then you'll have all of the goodies in there. And the great thing about this, Leanne, is the fact that we can do it live on the weekend, can't we? But if we can't fit in all of the classes or we can't be there for one day, all of the content will stay there for people to come back to at a later date, won't it?
Absolutely will. Exactly like Academy of Colour. All of you who got Academy of Colour and still go back and watch those lessons with me, Craftaganza will be exactly the same. You can be with us live, you can dip in and out, you can stay for a little bit, stay for it all, go back and watch it later at your own leisure. Even if you're not available that weekend and you go to it 8 weeks later, it will be there for you to watch. And we're going to make sure that it is full of hints, tips, tricks and education, helping you on your journey, but it's going to be a lot of fun as well.
It is emphasis on the fun. It's going to be a brilliant weekend. You can pick up yours now. We'll look at more about the Craftaganza box in Monday Makers tonight. That is with us from 5 o'clock. And we're back in an hour for the official launch of the Wesley collection. Nearly a third of the stock has gone, so get yours now and join us for that show in an hour. Bye for now.